Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining this webinar today. It's going to be all about energy. I'm super excited to share a little bit more of my story and share more about the things that have worked well for me. And I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the presentation and exactly what I'm looking at as well. Give me a second here, and let's go. Okay. So, energy for all seasons. Let's go ahead and get started. Energy is a big deal, right? We need energy to do everything in our day. We need energy when we wake up, we need energy in the afternoon, and we need energy at night. We really need, it's one of those things that can really make or break us in life. If we are exhausted all the time, and that is considered normal for us, it shouldn't be considered normal because we really do have options, and that's what I'm excited to talk about today. So a little bit about my story. This picture here on the left is of me right after we had our third. We had Emma, and of course, I think this was like a month and a half after I had her. But of course I was tired, from having a new baby, but let's be honest, my children were all sleeping through the night pretty well. And even Emma, really, I don't really feel like I missed out on a lot of sleep, after like the first month or so. But I was just exhausted. I was exhausted to the point of I would cry at my kids' bedsides at night just to get them to go to sleep because I was so exhausted and I wanted to go to sleep as well. And not only that, but every day, if I didn't have those naps in the afternoon, then I really felt like I could hardly go on. And our oldest decided to stop taking naps pretty young. And so taking a nap wasn't really an option for me anymore. And I just felt like it was, I was just on this never-ending roller coaster of always being tired and not knowing what to do about it other than exercising, but I didn't have the energy to exercise. And it wasn't until my friend Alyssa approached me about Shackley, and she knew that my goals after having our 3 kids was to lose the weight again, lose all the baby weight that I had gained, over the 3 pregnancies in 3 years, which is really easy to do. And she also had a goal to reach, and she asked if I would be interested in ordering what was called the Lean and Healthy Kit then, and that's what's called Vitalizing Plan now. And I said, yeah, I love helping my friends, and if it doesn't work, well, I'm not going to get any more tired than I am now, right? And so that's what I did, and it wasn't until February of 2014 that I started drinking a shake a day and taking my Vitalizer, the vitamins, and so much more. It's not just vitamins. But I started exercising, just 20 to 30 minutes a day, 5 to 6 days a week. I focused on what I was eating. I tried getting more greens in rather than the carbs and starchy stuff that I was used to. And I was able to lose all the baby weight, was over 20 pounds and 2 dress sizes. I went from barely fitting into a size 12. Now I fit comfortably into a size 8. And honestly, though, the biggest change for me was in the energy. And that's why we're here talking today. I felt like I could rule the world. No, not really. But I did feel, I wasn't exhausted when I woke up in the morning. I didn't feel like I needed to drink a whole pot of coffee all throughout the day to stay awake, which when I was doing that, it was also keeping me up at night. So then I wasn't sleeping at night when I needed to. And I felt like I could keep up with my kids. I could not only keep up with them, but I could play with them. We could go on walks. We could go on hikes. We could do all kinds of stuff. And I still had time to exercise. There were some nights when I was exercising at 9:30 at night, and I wasn't exhausted. I could totally do it. And it's totally changed everything for me. I've been using Shackley now for since 2014 in February, so over 2 years now, and I still feel great, if not even better now, because I've continued to do these things. And that's what I want to talk about next is what worked about it. What was it specifically that made this work, whereas all the other things I had tried didn't work? And it comes down to the Shackley difference. And I want to talk a little bit about this because this is so important. because in a world where we can go down to the store and we can buy anything off the shelves, everything is there, everything that we need. However, I was always doing this and I was always left unsatisfied. Either something didn't work, the price was good, but I didn't feel any different, and any number of things. Nothing ever really worked for me. And so that's why Shaklee is different, because I get that peace of mind knowing exactly what's in my products, what's not in my products, which is sometimes even more important than what is in there. And just having this guarantee that Shaklee is obsessed with quality and potency and being as close to nature as possible. And for one example of the Shaklee difference is they do over 350 tests on every new botanical that comes in. And they test this for harmful pesticides, contaminants, and other residues. And this is 350 tests above what is required by the pharmacopoeia. And if you know anything about the pharmacopoeia, they already have very strict standards as it is. So for Shaklee to be doing this excessive over what is already required is really obsessive, and it's really awesome. I love that Shaklee will never put out a product that is less than their standards just to make a profit. And this is pretty amazing. And unfortunately out there nowadays that's not the case for most companies. Most companies are in it for the profit, not the research first and then producing the profit. Shaklee is dedicated to research. Shaklee has been published in over 125 peer-reviewed journals. And if you know anything about this, you can't pay to get in a peer-reviewed journal. Essentially what it is the scientific community is agreeing with the science and research that you have put forth. And they're saying, yeah, this looks good. This is, this is all true. We've verified it and that kind of thing. So it's really a big deal. And other than that, just one box of Vitalizer here. So Vitalizer is our multi-mineral, multivitamin, omega-rich, B plus C complex, and probiotic strip that you take every day. And this is where most of my energy came from, along with the shake. But just one box of that gets over 1,000 quality tests on it, every single box, to make sure that everything you're getting in there is what it's supposed to be. And this is how I built a healthy foundation, because I feel like a lot of times we band-aid our energy crisis. We are exhausted, so we go for that latte and with espresso in it. We are exhausted, so we go for that energy drink, or we're exhausted and, we just need to take that nap and we'll feel better. But I feel like, unfortunately, this is really just putting a Band-Aid on it. And I don't know if you know, but I learned something recently that whenever we do energy stuff like that, what it does is it taxes our adrenal glands. And so whatever energy they have saved up, it uses that energy. And so a lot of times you find after you've had a coffee, you feel that buzz, you feel great, you're alert, and then you kind of crash. And that's because your adrenals have been taxed so far that there's literally nothing left. And so then you start this cycle of needing more and more of those energy products in order to keep yourself going. And you're just taxing your body even more. And so we don't want to Band-Aid it. We want to build that healthy foundation. And when we build that healthy foundation of giving our body what it needs, the right nutrition in the right amounts at the right times, we're going to see that a whole host of things like energy, like sleeping better, better digestion, improved gut health, just the natural energy that really works. We're going to see that all those things are improved. And instead of just focusing on one area or, just finding a solution for this thing that's ailing me or that thing, when we build this healthy foundation, our bodies can work the way that they were intended and they can function properly. And that's why I love what I got started with. And again, that's the Life Protein and the Vitalizer strip. And I highly recommend it because it has made all the difference in the world. And Shaklee does have some products that really do help with, if you are extra tired, during the day, or you do have a slump still, while you're transitioning, or, just based on our lifestyle. Of course, we have some weeks where we are staying up later and we're getting up earlier and we do need an extra boost. And I love that Shaklee has these natural options that work, that won't lead to that crash, and it won't tax your adrenal glands. It actually works the way that it's supposed to with your body. And so that you get that clean burst of energy. So we have things like energizing tea, which actually I am drinking right now. I had an event last night, so I'm a little tired, and I got up early this morning. So I'm a little sleepy, and it's beautiful fall weather outside today. And that also means that it makes me want to curl up and take a nap or watch a movie, something like that with my kids. But I love the green tea. It's made from white tea, green tea, and red tea. And it's a natural energy, and it also helps to boost your metabolism. And then we also have energy chews, which I love. Energy chews are perfect for me when I am doing some intensive training, like running or workouts. I also love it for road trips. For me, instead of having coffee, which dehydrates me and makes me have to go to the bathroom a lot, I love energy chews because they're fast acting. They last a long time, and they really work. And and not just making me like you get jittery on caffeine and stuff like that. Like they actually make me more focused and more alert. I love that. We also have Core Energy, which is a great product to use as well. It's helping your body to build that energy from the inside out. And then Stress Relief Complex. This doesn't really sound like an energy thing, right? And it's not really an energy thing. However, if you know anything about stress, what happens when you're stressed is your body releases cortisol. And cortisol can have all kinds of negative impacts on your body. It can cause you to gain weight. It can be hard on your heart. It can just all sorts of things, right? And so this is a great product if you're low on energy and you're high on stress. It works in conjunction with everything else and really helps your body to work well like it needs to work. So I just want to share a little bit about what is the best way to get started. I mean, because clearly we've already established, if you're here, if you're watching this, you're low on energy and you're looking for an option. And I just want to present you with the options, the best way that you can get started on changing your future and just having energy that you want. And if it's not for you, that's totally okay. But I want to present it to you, and then you make the decision that's right for you. So we have 3 ways in Shaklee that you can get started. The first one is to use the products, and the best way to do that is to become a member. And by becoming a member, you get 15% off your products. You get your own ID, so you log in, you order yourself, and it's shipped directly to you. You also get the ability to auto ship, which saves an additional 10% off on certain products, plans, and kits. And you also get to be my customer, and I love taking care of my customers. And there's just so many benefits to membership. There's no minimum monthly orders that are required, and there's also no annual renewal fee, which is pretty amazing. So membership is either a one-time fee of $19.95, or you get it free with one of our plans or kits. And the other way you can do it is to share. So maybe you want to share your experience with a few friends and to have your products covered and to get paid a little bit. That's another option. We offer you to be able to sign up as a distributor anywhere from $49.95 to $349. And this gives you also some products if you do the $349, and you're able to get that income from sharing with a few friends. The last option that we have, which I personally think is the best, this is the business opportunity that Shaklee offers, and it's the best product that Shaklee has. It's changed my life, and it's really added to our finances and to my personal growth in so many ways. But we have 2 options for building your business. And so the first one is a $649, which gives you a ton of different products. And then it also gives you some different perks for your business, like 6 months of free website and some tickets to different events. And some products to share with people. And then the best option is our 1049, which gives you all the products, kits that Shaklee offers. It also gives you a year of membership, a year of your website. It also gives you a bunch more tickets to different events and a lot of more products that you can share, like different samples and that kind of thing. So that is how you get started in building the business, and those are the best options. That's how you get started in sharing with a few people, or if you decide you just want to use the products. So for just using the products, my recommendation, I always recommend the better one. Honey, I'm busy right now. I can't. No. I don't understand what you want.
I need to put this button. I want a button.
Apparently my kids need a nap today. Well, the other one's broken. That's it. Okay. So my best recommendation personally is the Vitalizer plan, because that's what I got started, and it gives you everything you need. I love it. And I love Vitalizer because I think Vitalizer makes a big difference in energy. But a good place to start if you're, just looking for a small step to take is our Essentials plan. It gives you free membership as well. These all do. And the best one, if you're just looking to use the products, but you really want a kick up in your energy, and you want to change your body from the inside out in so many different ways, the best one is our Life Plan. And the Life Plan on AutoShip also gives you a free coupon as well. So that's kind of like it's like a perk for ordering the best plan. So these are our best ways to join. And I'd be happy to share more about that with you if that's something you think you want. And like I said, again, if not, then that's okay too. So I just want to present you with the question, why not you? Why not now? I think, as I've said before, we get into this funk of thinking some things are normal when they really shouldn't be considered normal, like having low energy. And I just wrote a bunch of things on here like start thriving. Why are we just surviving in our days, praying for bedtime? Why aren't we thriving and being able to pursue our passions, having that extra energy to do that? Why aren't we feeling great? Why aren't we giving our bodies what it needs so that we can sleep better instead of band-aiding it and taking sleeping aids and all that kind of stuff that just make us even more drowsy? Why would you put off for tomorrow what you can do today? And my favorite question to ask you is, the best time to start was yesterday, right? Because if you could already be feeling great, that's awesome. But today is just as great. So I just encourage you that you would consider this, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Let's talk about your options, because they really do make a difference. And the great thing is with Shaklee, it's all 100% guaranteed. So if you get anything and it doesn't work for you, if you don't feel a difference, you don't feel better, you will get your money back. And Shaklee is great about customer service, and I love taking care of my customers as well. So I hope you enjoyed this today. I encourage you to talk to the person who shared this with you or reach out to me. Hold on one second. If you reach out to me, my number is 920-203-3315. Or you can check out my website, which I will post under this, but it's www.31byhand.myshaklee.com. And you can browse around there. But as I said, the best way to join is as a member or a distributor, because that's going to give you the best deal and save you the most money. I look forward to working with you, and I cannot wait for you to have your own Shaklee story to be able to share with other people. All right. Thanks so much, everybody.